It's 1:25 a.m.
Oh,
I'm going to
Sudarshan,
push. Yes.
जस्ट वन क्वेरी था।
Mm,
तू वन बाय वन टू डू लिस्ट ऐड करता था या डिलीट करता, तो
mm,
मल्टीपल कर सकते हैं क्या, वैल्यू में डाल के कोलन या समथिंग डाल के?
yes. Multiple, because we can do that with multiple. If you want to delete multiple, then you can actually supply an array of to-do description and then match those to-do description with the one which is available in the existing to-do and delete those. For example, if I go over here, delete to-do by one description, what I will do, async delete multi. I am going to write this simple function. Let's make it quickly. uh, delete to do multi, and input will be user name, which will be a string, and to do descriptions this time, and it is going to be an array of string. Okay, and in callback I'm going to have boolean to make that it is successful. I don't need this code. Now here what I can do, because this is my asynchronous function, I can just check for loop, and I will get here to do descriptions, to do input. Now what I am writing here, I am getting one to do from here, one to do. I will get that one to do description over here. Then I will await, let's say variable success is equal to await, and this dot delete to do. This time I have username and that one to do. Now this will wait, it will delete this to do, then it will return a success, then it will take the next description, it will delete that one as well, then take the next one, it will delete that one as well. So if you have 10 such to do description as an input to this function, it will delete one by one each of them, and to delete that it will use the original to do function, and with await it is possible to write it this way. Now if I use this one in my API, I can supply multiple to-do descriptions and it will delete multiple to-dos. That's it. And I forgot one thing over here. I have to resolve it. Without resolving, it will not actually return anything. So here, after this for loop, I will resolve. Done. So Nishmita, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Uh, I know this is a little bit fast and this could be confusing to you as a beginner, but when you start to write something, you will
Hmm.
understand these logics, because
Okay.
here I am writing it. I have something in mind that I have to show you this, I have to show you this, I have to show you this. So
Hmm.
I am showing everything to you, like everything from my mind. But when you have your problem, you have your own way of solving it. You will know the techniques, you will know how to write, then you will write your own logic. Then you will find that, oh, this is not happening the way you expect. Then you will search on Stack Overflow, you will ask someone, and then you will find a solution. That is how it works. That is the
Okay.
reason programming people do not
I
call
think every
program
person will
like,
have their own framework while executing this,
hmm,
and they follow that framework.
yeah. Like if you saw my how to split an array, I wasn't aware, so I
Hmm.
went to Stack Overflow or went to Google, I put it there, and I got this one. Because
Hmm.
I somewhere in my back of my I know that it is something splice, but how to use splice, I got it from here. So
Hmm.
similar to that, whatever problem you are having, you can check it online and you will get how to do it.
Okay. Okay.
But to write asynchronous function like this is something which you should always follow, this practice. I have tried to explain you the best practice how to write asynchronous function. You may find some different ways of writing asynchronous function altogether, something different, which may feel confusing, but this is how, if you write like, let me
So it
type
will
up.
be, you mean to say this will be in this format itself?
Yes, it will be where it is. Oh, fine. Yeah, it will be like this itself.
Hmm.
It has to be in this format. Now try and catch, I did not explain you. Let's leave this for now. So it should be in this format. Asynchronous, your function, promise its return value, and then return new promise with the same return value. Then again asynchronous function with resolve and reject, and inside of this you write your entire logic. That's it. So we have done with this today's creating backend. Now backend part is completed. In the next session we are going to start with the React front end. We are going to do a project setup, creating UI components, how to create a UI components, and then we will understand Redux, how Redux interacts with the other Redux component, and with how it is connected with React application, that we are going to see in the next session. Okay, done. I'm going to stop this recording now. If you want to ask any questions, you are free to ask. Ganesh, you have any question?
No, Sudarshan, understood everything.
Oh,
I think one activity, you can stop the recording. So I
okay.
was just
Yeah.
thinking